The Adventure of Blue, the Lost Fish. Once upon a time, in the depths of a vast ocean, there lived a little fish named Blue near a colorful coral reef. Blue was different from the other fish. Her scales shimmered like a rainbow under the sunlight. Her friends always admired her beauty, but Blue's mind was always elsewhere. Blue was curious about the world beyond her home. She often wondered, what might be on the other side of the ocean? Are the fish there like us, or are they completely different? Her friends would warn her, Blue, don't go too far from the reef. The ocean is huge, and you might get lost. But Blue's curiosity was always stronger than her fears. One morning, as sunlight danced on the surface of the water, Blue made a promise to herself. Today, I will discover something new, she said, and set out on her journey. As she swam through the colorful corals, familiar voices called out, "Hello, Blue. Off on another adventure?" asked her friend Moss, a tiny seahorse. "Yes," Blue replied excitedly. "I feel like I'll find something amazing today." Blue swam farther and farther away from the reef. She first came across a wide open area covered with sand, with only a few sea urchins scattered about. Then she spotted a massive cave ahead. A glowing light from inside caught her attention. "I wonder where that light is coming from," she thought. "Maybe I'll find something incredible in there." Gathering her courage, Blue swam into the cave. Inside, she found herself in a dark but mesmerizing world. The walls glowed with algae, and tiny sea creatures hanging from the ceiling emitted faint lights. Everything was beautiful, but the cave was far more complicated than she expected. Narrow tunnels and similar-looking paths surrounded her, and before long, she couldn't remember the way she had come. "I think I'm lost," she murmured to herself, feeling a little scared. "What do I do now?" Just then, she noticed a glowing light. She swam toward it quickly and found herself face to face with a giant jellyfish. The jellyfish was enormous and elegant, its glowing body lighting up the cave. "Hello, little fish," the jellyfish said in a gentle voice. "Why do you look so sad?" Blue began to explain what had happened. "I wanted to explore, but now I'm lost, and I don't know how to get home," she said, her eyes filling with tears. The jellyfish smiled kindly at Blue. "Don't worry, little one. Sometimes life teaches us small lessons. If you don't lose your courage and listen carefully, you'll always find a way out." Blue listened attentively. "But how?" she asked. "Look around," said the jellyfish. "The ocean will guide you. You just need to learn how to see the signs." Blue thanked the jellyfish and started observing her surroundings carefully. As she swam through the cave, she noticed that the algae on the corals formed arrow-like shapes. She followed the directions they pointed to. After a while, she saw that the starfish were arranged like a path. "This must be a trail," she thought. Excitedly, she continued on her way. At the end of the path, she found a large shell. The shell seemed to mark the exit of the cave. When Blue swam out of the cave, she saw a familiar coral reef in the distance. "That's my home," she exclaimed joyfully, and swam as fast as she could toward it. Her family was thrilled to see her. "Blue, we were so worried about you. Please try not to get lost again," they said. Blue smiled and nodded. From that day on, she continued her adventures, but she always knew she could find her way home. She had learned that no matter how curious she was, it was important to be careful and to cherish her loved ones. And Blue was never lost again.